Yeah, it was just the instructions from Fabio were place them near. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's near.
Relatively very near.
Relatively near. So Kim will need a lat and long for wherever we put these as well.
I'm right here too, if you need me. But you don't, I know.
Oh, Fabio. Oh, sorry, I didn't see it, Fabio. I looked over there, you weren't there. Did you just come up?
Hey, Carly, show me your arm,
15
please.
minutes ago.
Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry, Fabio, go ahead.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Is it?
I'm just joking. I just came in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I looked over there, I didn't see it. So this good?
Yeah, well, this mess is not good, but
All the what, sorry?
Do you want to switch salvos?
Yep.
this fluffy things.
In the water column?
Yeah.
Ready
Yeah,
to come out?
we're going to get a lot of that
Hold
on
on a
this
second.
dive. This is our
Oh, sorry,
worst
sorry,
site for
gotcha.
visibility. I've sat down here for 15 minutes waiting for visibility
That
to
was
clear.
pretty soft, so but it's not. There's not much there. It's clearing out.
Yeah,
Is that
no,
because of how the sediment is
it's
is
just so
deposited,
fine.
or-
It's just
Okay.
really, really
Okay,
fine.
box out,
Okay,
Kylie.
coming out.
It's like you're in a,
It's very fine.
yeah,
Fine grain.
fine,
good there.
fine.
Roger.
It's, yeah, definitely a place with easy to stir up, and there's no current out here. Or there is current, but it's very minimal. So it takes a long time for stuff to move off.
You're saying, Ian, that we don't want to get them mixed up, but the new ones will still have the caps on?
Yes, they have the caps. So Fabio, being how you're here, even though I didn't know, what are these? What are they about? Just so
They're-
people watching knows what's going on. It looks like a little mechano thing.
These are passive traps for collecting larvae from benthic invertebrates that they're passively drifting into the water column, and they have 4 tubes. Each of the traps have 4 tubes, 2 of them with formalin, which will use it to identify the larvae with the taxonomy analysis.
Dive salvo?
Sure.
Those are the red taped tubes, and the dark black taped tubes are with a solution for DNA analysis. So we're also hoping to do some DNA analysis on the larvae.
So there's one red.
Oh, yeah, they're intact. That's great.
So there's 2 red and 2 black.
Yeah.
Is
so
that just for redundancy? The two?
Yeah, it's a replicate, kind of. Yeah, it's a replicate on the same. And as you can see, the system, so say this is an untriggered trap. They have those rubber covers on top. And around the mouth of the tube, there's this magnesium fuse link that's connected to a bungee. So in 24 hours, that magnesium link will dissolve and will start sampling. So that, well, of course, this is for the preservatives for them to not leak out from the traps before we are on the seafloor. And this is our hypersaline solution. So on the way up also we were hoping not to steer up the tubes too much, and the sample should be at the bottom of the tubes. All the animals.
Excellent. Okay, so this is the first
close
one. There will be
box.
2 of them coming out, and
Closing
then we'll put
box.
the other 2, the returning ones that were deployed last year.
Could we, or after we deploy this second one, could we zoom in just to take a little
Yeah.
zoom in,
to look at the caps?
Right.
zoom out, zoom in footage?
Yeah.
Where is that room?
Go to the regular salvo.
Yeah, 21 and 22.
Oh, perfect timing. Saw the 22. So 22 is going to be to the right of 21, as it should be, if you're counting from left to right.
Okay, here.
Sounds good. Yeah, quite fluffy.
Kim will need a position on those. Maranke, are you able to log those
Yeah.
positions? Oh, you are.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice. Okay. Look at that. How'd you get that in there so fast?
I set it up ahead of time.
Ah, you mean planning ahead.
Yeah.
You're good.
Preparation is key.
You're good. Oh, and Sean's back now too.
Get you as good a zoom as I can, Fabio. I don't have a great position for it.
More importantly is to zoom on the ones that we're gonna recover, right? So
Okay. Do you want to zoom on the new ones or not?
Go with the
if you
position,
you
Tim,
say you
thank you.
Yeah.
if
just
we can,
punch in there, Tammy, as much as you can. Anyway, that's
Oh.
all I can do. No, go back out and get to two. Or sorry, take whatever you want, Fabio. Do you want the one?
so you say we cannot turn the camera, or
That's as turned as it can go.
oh,
So
okay.
um,
That's probably good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
and then
there
the
are.
other two I'll probably get from here before I stir anything up. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead there, Tammy.
Yeah, when we get in there close, Fabio, we're going to be picking them up, but we will stir up the bottom so visibility will drop.
Oh,
Yeah.
One
Okay.
has something growing on top of it, it looks like.
Yeah.
There's a,
Anemone or something.
there's a giant pom-pom anemone, it looks like.
Yeah, he'll be making a ride back to the surface. So yesterday
Okay.
when we recovered these, one of them, an octopus, was living on, and she had laid her eggs on them and was not very happy. She was released back into the water. 400 meters surface is what the difference was. Hopefully she safely made it back to the bottom.
What are these
Alright.
experiments called?
Larval tube.
Thank you.
There's probably a more scientific name that Fabio can tell you.
Well, we're trying to understand how this the deep sea biodiversity, how they disperse or larvae. They occupy this larger area of the Pacific, but we don't know how long they remain in the plankton, and we don't know much about the diversity of what we call meroplankton. So meroplankton, because they
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm trying to wiggle up as lightly as I can here.
Yeah, sorry.
they spend part of their life cycle in the water column, and then they settle into the substrate eventually and become adult benthic organisms. So there's not much information
Yeah.
in this area about biodiversity of larvae. And by deploying those at various distance from the shore, and we can estimate the distance they travel, more or less. If
Ollie,
we
can you get that bubble cam out over the porch a bit more?
whoa, now we're
Well, that's the visibility we were talking about. Unfortunately, but that happens. Oh, well, we wait. I'm going to put people on the back spot. Fabio, you want to introduce yourself? Oh, no, we can't wait anymore. Sorry, we got visibility. Be nice for everybody to say hi at some point in time, so you know what's
a
going
nice
on.
shot.
That was very well done.
Yeah.
We don't have steels, right? But if we could take some screen grabs, could we? Makes up for a nice.
I think that's video.
We can grab screen grabs later on.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
I think Mo can grab them as we go. I
Oh,
think
Mo
she's
can
been
grab as we
growing.
go?
Yeah, I can.
That would be Mo from Toronto?
Mo from Toronto.
Sorry, I had to say that. You knew I was going to say that, didn't you? Mo from Toronto can grab him as we go. To almost turn that into a song. And then someone who's more of a science video / blogger, Instagrammer could probably turn it into some sort of song. And luckily we have one of those on board.
Box coming out okay?
Yeah, hit the sample salvo too, please.
So Fabio,
Are there going to be a lot of stuff in the buybacks this time?
nope. They're going to be these two guys and some bead bags.
Bead bags?
Bead bags
Nice.
And the anemone.
and the anemone soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. And maybe Mike's bead bag sword. That's about it.
So will the sediment uplifting that's happening by Herc, will that affect our the integrity of the samples at all?
Not really. I mean, they're gonna eventually some of the sediment may go into the tubes, but we're gonna sort this
Hey,
under a
guys,
microscope, right?
Okay.
So we'll separate from any sediment that might be.
Hey, while he picks this up, Fabio, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Fabio DeLeo, I'm a senior scientist with Ocean Networks Canada. I kind of oversee projects that Ocean Networks collaborate with the international scientific community, trying to study the deep sea ecosystems here in the Northeast Pacific. We monitor several different types of deep sea ecosystems. We have a submarine canyon, we have an abyssal plain like we are right now diving at Cascadia Basin. We have hydrothermal vent systems and cold seep, methane seeps, hydrates systems near the shore as well, near the slope. And my specialty is on
sample salvo.
benthic ecology, so organisms living near the seafloor. Oh, we have like a little guy coming up.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
Snailfish? No. You see him.
Huh.
Looks like a snailfish.
Snailfish? Like a snail?
Sail.
Oh.
Snail? With an N?
And Fabio, you've got a bit of an accent. Is that from Nanaimo or Courtney?
No, I'm a citizen of many countries. I'm a citizen of Brazil, Spain, and recently from Canada.
Nice. Oh, you got your citizenship.
I got it three years ago.
I didn't know that. All right.
Canadian.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, we're closing up the bio box. Lori, you want to introduce?
So hi, my name is Lori. I am the Science Communication Fellow, one of 3.
Should I leave it there or should I close it all the way?
Close it all the way.
And when I'm not on the ship, I am a regular high school teacher in Tucson, Arizona.
Cool. Mike?
Yeah.
From here, we're going to be going this time east towards the hydrophone array, which is, well, it's 64 meters away from JB13. Kim, have you got any hint of where that is? It's to the northeast of the JB13. So it should be, judging on where we
Just
are
came
now.
on the top of your screen there.
Yeah, that's it. So we got to go out there and check it out and pack it up. This array was shut down. Look at that.
That's 58 meters from Argus, so we might need to move the ship. Be on tippy toes when you get there.
Yeah, no, move the ship for sure. It's so silty and stuff. I don't want to be pulling on the tether if you don't need to. Who's doing this? I wonder.
And so I can point at things like, you know, what's that?
You could just use the telestrator.
Yeah, I know, but it's more fun to, you know, mess with Tammy. And you know, it's funny, a cat will chase a laser pointer all over the house, but most dogs don't. But our president, Kate Moran, her new puppy, who's now more than a year old, Desi, for hours, you can play with her. She'll just chase the red dot all over the floor.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, most dogs after 2
picking up.
minutes will go like, yeah, no, I'm not touching this. And we might be able to get it in the sonar once we spin around. So this hydrophone that we're going to is going to be recovered, hopefully, if we get the cable ship out here this year. In some dual operations, we're going to be laying some cable back to this location from our node, which is where the main cable that does the big loop offshore here for Ocean Networks Canada runs. We have a new hydrophone array about 5 kilometers away from here, which is the East Cascadia site, and has a better array at a better quiet location. This location is noisy because it has an acoustic Doppler profiler.
East.
Oh, we are the east, right? So the west. Said that backwards.
Well, it's not
Other
east.
east.
It's north-northeast.
All right, this is Lori. Sorry, I sort of half missed you there. I think we got everything. Arizona, teaching, having fun on the Nautilus.
Oh, having a blast on the Nautilus, especially when there's really good cake.
Yeah.
Right, the carrot
most
spice
days.
cake is pretty darn awesome.
Oh,
Which is
that-
every day, right?
was that the birthday?
This was the
cake?
grand finale.
That was the
of
birthday cake
The
today?
parade of cakes.
And Sean, I guess you want to introduce yourself, but before you do, I need to apologize to you and Fabio for
For calling us out and then
calling you out in the picture. I took a picture in the middle of the night last night, and I said, "Hey, there's all the ONC crew on the back deck."
Yeah.
And,
I was working hard in the lab.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fabio.
Yeah, sure.
They were all down there, and I was up above, and I just said, "Hey, look up, and I'll take a picture." And anyway, I think Samantha's posting it on their social media.
Actually, Sean was in the lab too, working really hard.
Oh yeah, you both were in the lab, working, right, Sean?
I don't remember.
A lot has happened since then, huh?
Yeah, it depends on time of night.
Anything in the sonar?
We stay until the end of the shift.
Our target, yeah, that aligns.
We got a target? Yep, I see something way out there. Sean, tell us about yourself.
Sure. Yeah. Hi, I'm Sean. I'm a data steward with Ocean Networks Canada. Yeah. I guess I was a student at University of Victoria, had a couple of jobs here and there, been to a couple of countries, and then I ended up working for the same university that I went to, which is an honor. Yeah, really happy to be here.
Nice. First time on the Nautilus.
First time on the Nautilus. Yeah, it's been a blast.
So far. We'll see. We'll talk to you in 2 more weeks. See how you feel then. And to my right is Marunke.
Hello, I'm Maranke, or Mo, from Toronto. I go to the University of Victoria. I'm a grad student in Dr. Kim Juniper's lab. I'm here with the Ocean Exploration Trust as an ocean science intern, and I'm also doing a photogrammetric survey related to my graduate thesis. I went to the University of Guelph for my undergrad in Ontario.
I changed the range.
And then I came here because I got a job out west in Vancouver and then started grad school the year after. Here I am.
Nice. And also first time on the Nautilus.
Yes, also first time on the Nautilus.
Last minute notice too. We had some COVID restrictions that were lifted, and we were able to bring a grad student, which was fortuitous for you.
Yeah.
I'm
that
down
was,
on
of
my
course,
delta.
Kim Juniper. Dr. Kim Juniper is the ONC's chief scientist, and you're one of his students, which is great. In the front row, you guys want to go? Oh, I guess I will have to go left to right, ladies first.
That's you?
That's us.
That's you?
I'm Tammy. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Well, that's where I live now. I'm in the video engineer. What else are we supposed to say?
Yeah. You've never done this before, right? First time on the Nautilus, Tammy?
Tell us your life story. We got a minute.
Okay. So it was a cold, stormy night.
It's the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Okay. We'll cut there. Mike?
Yep.
All the cables off the horns here, which I think we're just going to leave. I'm going to go down and we've got 2 things. We've got a sling on the porch, the wire.
Yep.
You see that little hook? Well, not a hook, but the U at the top.
Yeah, the bail, yeah.
Uh-huh. Now on your best ROV manipulator days, we got to make that little sling go through that little hole and probably if you really want to be good, is to choke it in there.
Yeah, I need another set of hands for that.
Yeah.
I'll get the other fella back up here. In the meantime,
Yeah, we can get
Tim,
a
is the
position.
ship going to be close enough that we have Argus in a good position here? Because we want to be able to fly pretty steady. Where is the ship still moving?
Yep.
Okay, so I think that's going to work out good. We're just going to be waiting a couple of minutes for Argus, but I'll get in to get you a position.
Yeah, no problem. And Keely just came in. She's, I was going to say, we'll put her on Argus and we'll move Kylie to the, no, I'm kidding. Actually, they probably would do a great job. I think Kylie, oh, well, if that's the case, Kylie.
Yeah?
Tell us about yourself besides us already knowing it's your birthday today.
I am Kylie Pasternak. I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts.
She's an Argus pilot.
It's my 4th season.
Oh, you're going to have to leave that there because they're going to need it.
Kim, you want to get a position there?
Incredible, though this may seem just at first, it's right where it says it is.
Nice.
Wow.
Position confirmed.
Position confirmed. The hydrophone is actually buried there underneath all that bio growth. This array has 2 hydrophones. Our new ones have 4. So they're a little bit better so far as positioning goes, of figuring out where something is. Rather than just listening to it, we can also get a range and bearing on it, which is great for figuring out what things are going where.
Yep.
If we're still looking around, Mike, you want to come down?
Done.
You want to look at
just if you come down a little bit. I think everything's, I don't see anything left on the horns there.
Should we radio Trevor now?
Okay. So
I got to set it. I'm going to get set up on it and see what it looks like. I might have a go at it if the autos hold it enough.
Oh, gotcha.
But you're just looking for the
yeah,
order is clear?
if I was, there was probably some bungees down there that we could have put if there was cable still on the horns, but it's all off. So I think for the recovery, it's just as well for it all to dangle below versus it being stuck on the horns. The horns are those 2 little things that are sticking out at a right angle to the bottom there, and the cable gets coiled around those, if people are wondering what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we'll all just sit here and wait for Trevor to come back?
I'm going to just get in there and see how well the autos hold it, but we're really light, so I'm thinking I'll need them.
Okay. I'll stare out the door.
So what does this device measure?
This is a hydrophone.
Sound?
Sound, yep. It listens to American attack nuclear submarines that come by. I'm kidding. They actually have control of our acoustical equipment, so whenever they come by, they turn them off. But yeah, a variety of marine life.
And we have a comment from a viewer saying that jumping spiders will chase lasers too, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe lasers would allow me to get rid of the spiders in my house without having to get near them.
That's a tough one.
Might have to try that out. I'm not big on spiders in the house.
The only downside to being, well, I wouldn't say the only, because I do love Toronto, but one of the downsides of being in BC versus Ontario, at least southern Ontario, is that the spiders are a lot bigger out here.
Are they?
Yeah, the house spiders you guys have are just
Have you lived in Australia?
Ontario does have some big dock spiders. Those can get quite large.
You don't get those in the city, but
yeah,
elsewhere, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just get them up here. I think it's just better to have 2 people at it. Hold on. Trevor, you got the radio on? Roger, thank you.
What took you so long?
Well, we got our...
We want to choke the strap into that tiny, tiny lifting bail.
You don't have to.
Strap?
It's an option.
We need to get the strap through that lifting bail, the wire rope strap. Yeah, the wire rope. So I would... No, choke it if we can. We can choke it later. That's the easy part. But
Choke it if you can.
just squeeze the eye, I would think, right? Pick it up at the eye and jam it in there, and then take it from the other side. Yeah.
So the issue is the cable ship will drop a wire down
That's an
It's
anemone.
an anemone.
with a hook. And it'll be a lot easier for hooking one versus two. The other option,
Porch light too much? I just turned it on.
Mike, is when they lower the hook, we just put both ends in the hook.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the subs earlier. Does Nautilus have to stop dives if a Navy sub or ship comes by?
No, no. The Navy knows we're here. We have to tell them where we're going when we're out here.
Oh, your bungee is on
what
top
we're doing.
of that, right?
So they'll stay away from us.
Want to throw it in the basket?
And sometimes both the Navy and the Air Force will tell us we can't go somewhere. There's a missile range off here as well. That's where we went through, where we saw some ordnance on the bottom, our first dive. I still haven't seen those pictures, but...
I believe we saved them in the highlight reel.
Yeah. Nice grab.
That's perfect.
Oh, till it slid off.
You spoke just a little bit too soon.
So that's Trevor
There we
Shepard
go.
on the arm with Mike Hannaford. Trevor's our lead pilot.
Dog tag. Trevor's on the arm.
That's letting us know what the rating is. So if we lose that, the little tag on there is, so people come on, when we go on board different ships, they want to make sure all our gear is certified. Unfortunately, because of the nature
A
of our
little
work,
bit of zoom on the Zeus, please, Tammy.
we tend to lose those tags, as you were
Good
about
there.
to see.
Nice.
Squish.
Oh, sorry, you want to see the coil? Yeah, yeah.
And this is what they call a wire rope.
Going underneath. Bungee's going to strip it. Heck, never mind.
Good save.
Okay, Zeus wide on the Zeus.
Nav?
Go.
Could I request a position on this hydrophone array?
No.
I think he said it's exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So same as the
exactly
old
where it was.
position.
She's,
Yeah.
we're
pretty-
way too light. The autos are...
Pretty much
Not really.
there.
Okay, just
let me
hold
creep
that
in
for a
more.
sec.
You don't have to be all out like that.
No depth on there. Yeah, yeah, there is.
All right, I'll try and get her stable.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you, Nav.
try for it.
I'll go.
Nice. Let go and pull it through. Let go. If you let go of it, it'll stay in there.
Ping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't pull it too far and then squeeze it again on this
I'm
side.
pulling back here a bit. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you
So
can
you can.
squeeze it and choke it.
And stuff the other end through there. And Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
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 So the pilots are discussing how they want to do this the best way. And the unique thing about the ONC work is there's always a challenge. It's not a dull thing. There's always something different. It's not like just taking pictures on the bottom and looking at marine life. There's a lot of engineering involved in a lot of these deployments.
Oh, no.
And a lot of luck.
Just going to add that taking pictures of marine life and looking around at it is fun too.
Oh yeah, I'm saying it's not fun to do, but it's definitely a challenging.
Before Fabio left, he's actually coming back now, but he said that that fish we saw was an abyssal sailfish.
An abyssal sailfish?
Snailfish, sorry, snailfish.
Snail, yeah, so Fabio said the snail. So the reason why we're doing this now is we will be back here with the cable ship in, looks like it's going to be in 2 weeks, to recover this. And as you see, with 2 ships here at the same time, it gets to, it's to be a lot more expensive. Time is money, so we are doing as much preparation work now for that return, so that we don't spend as much time with the cable ship standing by waiting for us. You guys are trying to drop that down? Now, hindsight, we probably should have made one of the ends a little bit smaller than the other one. Oh, sneaky. Don't pull it the wrong way.
Ian.
Yeah.
Just checking dive plan.
If you're that stable, you might be able to squish it right where you are.
Dive plan contents here. Contents.
Dive plan contents? Who's asking?
Yeah, I am.
What do you
It looks like the horizontal transects made it to the highlights, but they didn't make it to the actual. Are we planning on them? Just to make sure.
The horizontal?
Yeah.
They're on page 14.
14.
Yeah. It's after 13 before 15.
Oh.
Do you see it?
Page 14. Oh no, this is August.
I know what you're saying. You're saying they're not in the meat of the...
No, they are in the appendix.
Yeah, they're in the appendix. We'll do them. I promise you we will do them.
Okay.
Or else what?
He knows what else what.
Yeah, yeah, it's a sort of... Oh. So the redundant collect 6 push cores is HOR, horizontal transect. Oops. Yeah, that second, I pasted down in there the push cores, but I didn't. I meant to change that. It's gonna be interesting. Ooh. Ooh. Threading a needle in 2,700 meters of water.
With one hand tied behind your back.
Yeah, pretty much so. Oh.
It's so close. Oh.
I think if you rotate your jaw the other way. What about rotating the jaw right around to take that bend out of the wire, Mike? Counterclockwise? Yeah, there you go. Oh. Oh. This is where gravity becomes your friend, even in the ocean.
Yeah. So why aren't we using both of the arms? Is the other one not built to grab this?
The other one is a little slower. It's another 7-way. It's a older model. And just now there's Trevor loosening up his wrist there. He had it there tight for a while, so he's just giving himself a little exercise there. Now all he's got to do is just grab at the end and pull. So as I said, this is the reason why we're doing this now, is to save time later when we have 2 ships on location here for a quick recovery of this. Swing and a miss. It's a tough angle.
This is part of the problem of looking at it in a 3-dimensional space with only a 2-dimensional screen.
Yeah. They have another couple of cameras giving them different angles. There's the ever popular bubble cam, which people at shore can see right now. I think it's on the stream. Is that right, Tammy?
Looks like it.
Just switched it over.
Just switched it on the quad. So if you're watching the quad on Nautilus Live, you can see it in the bubble cam as well. If you're watching on Ocean Networks Canada, you won't. Just come up a bit, Mike. Won't it just... Ooh, it's that little... There you go. All right, drop it. That's great. Well, yeah, don't drop it so it falls out, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Lay it down, maybe not on the head of the hydrophone. There you go. Wonderful. Nice piloting and nice arm work. Okay, now can you put a bowline in the other end here? Okay, that's great. We got positions here. We've fastened the lifting strap. It's all ready for recovery. We're not going to do anything with the bungees because there's no nothing. Okay, so now we're heading back towards the platform. So we're heading south and a little bit to the east to our acoustic Doppler profiler. And this is the part of our tour where when we get back down, Kim, to the instrument platform, if possible on the nav, Kim, can we put a 45-meter watch circle on the platform?
Centered on the IP?
Yes, please. And the rationale for that is we're going to be dropping a mud mat to the southeast, and we're going to have to drop it about 40 to 45 meters away from the instrument platform, and we're going to have to see how that relates to everything else we got down there.
45 radius?
Radius, yeah.
It's off the horns. I think he's happy with it for now.
Head south, Mike.
Head south. Aye.
Please. Go south, young man.
How's that?
That's right. So that's 45?
Yep.
Excellent. The OBS auxiliary platform.
He said confidently just before he checked to make sure.
Yeah. Double check.
45.
45. Awesome. So somewhere down there, Cascadia Basin IP from the fresh position. Where's the acoustic Doppler profiler position?
Ian, what's the next operation here?
Acoustic Doppler profiler, we're going to look at it. This is a survey for where the mud mat's going to land. Some possible cable moves. We might have to move some of the cables on the bottom.
ACP is way down there.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow, that is way down there.
Yeah, that's a ship move.
Yeah. Yeah, we will be going to the ADCP, so might as well get the ship moving.
Will we be going back and forth from there to somewhere else?
The farthest we will go is ADCP. We'll go there once and then come back. But the area within the 45 is where we might have to do some cable management.
Again, split the difference rather than move the ship twice.
Sure.
We have a question asking, who do we have to donate to get someone to put a VR camera down here?
Huh. Ocean Networks Canada. We have cameras down here.
Virtual reality, so people can come down and explore on their own?
That would be interesting to do. Yeah, anything's possible. All it takes is time and money. Ocean Networks Canada is a not-for-profit society of the University of Victoria. Oceannetworks.ca. It's the website. And there's a whole list of people there that would be more than willing to take your money.
Well, actually, we work with scientists that have projects for different types of cameras, and if there's a scientific need for it, we can explore a project for installing specific high-tech devices, including cameras.
Yeah, if Bill Gates wants to fund us to put down a VR camera, by all means, we'll do it.
So we need to get working on those grant proposals.
Yeah.
Come up with a need.
There's one of the bottom pressure recorder cables. That one runs off to the northeast. That was laid back in 2012.
Do we know what this fish is here?
It's a rat tail.
Yeah, it looks like a rat tail.
Macrurid.
So we saw a snailfish and a rat tail.
Coryphonitis acrolepsis. I think it's that. That's. Or they can also be called grenadiers.
Grenadier. If you see any bead bags, we'll stop and pick it up.
They started to being exploited.
That a bead bag?
I mean, maybe in the late 80s, and then they changed the names because the red tails is not very appealing for your nearby restaurant.
Grenadiers?
Grenadiers.
But it tastes like rat.
I never actually tasted it.
I've never had it either. I'm going through the Monterey Bay Aquarium has a list of ocean-friendly fish to eat and ones not to eat. I've got that on when I travel, I like to take the list with me so I can tick off as I've tried different fish.
The problem with that is they go in a restaurant and they tell you that what they're serving is thing X and it's actually thing Y.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh.
Huh.
I think Ocean Y might have a program for that, where they look into the mislabeling of seafood.
Our restaurants are famous for that. Like,
yeah,
buy locally off some guy that shows up with a pickup truck at the back door, and buy a bunch of rockfish that you're not supposed to be eating, and put on the table, and they call it red snapper, and you don't know.
Yeah. I worked in West Palm Beach, and when I was down there, one of the guys did what's that little glowy thing? Anyway, went around and did sampling in the different restaurants, 10 different restaurants where they were serving red snapper, and only 2 of the restaurants were actually serving red snapper even though all 10 were saying they were serving red snapper. It made the Palm Beach Post, local newspaper. All right, so we're bypassing the platform would have been on our right there.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so this is the cable. The concerns are the ADCP cable. You might want to end up scooching it.
This is it,
to the west. Yeah, if it's got cable marks with white and another color that might be gray. That would be the ADCP cable. No, that's not it. That is.
Oh no, that goes the wrong way. Never mind. Yeah.
There was a previously laid, Kim again might know more about it, BPR array of cables that were down here that were like 10 kilometers long that were abandoned.
Yep.
And those cables are still down here as well, but they're no longer in use.
These anemones are beautiful.
I guess this is it.
It's orange,
Yeah.
PBOF. And scooch over to Mike if you could, and there'll
Yep.
be tape marks on it if that's it.
It's heading the right way.
That's right.
Okay, how are we doing within our 45? There should be 2 bead bags out here too.
Yeah, there's some tape on the hose there.
Yeah. Yep.
Your instrument's just ahead.
Yep, there it is.
We're pretty near the end of our leash.
Roger.
Yeah.
Where be these bead bags?
I didn't see them.
Ship move is still in progress.
Roger.
Yeah, and Argus is still laid back, so we'll make it.
Well, yep.
If I had any idea where Argus actually is, I could measure it, but look at the nav screen, it's zipping back and forth at the speed of light.
50 meters behind Herc.
Yeah, ship moves
Get
in.
Shorty or get Steve.
It's in progress.
Oh, I thought Steve was going to get that out of there. Oh well, still in the dive plan. Confirm pitch and roll.
Trying to find a bead bag for you, Kylie, for your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a giant.
What's this wuzzle over here?
Sea spider, I saw.
Deep sea
Yeah,
spider.
which way are you looking? You're looking.
West
Yeah, we don't
now.
want to. Yeah, we don't want to.
I'm just sniffing around while I wait for the ship. I'm looking for your bead bags.
Yeah, they should be to the east and to the north, actually, if we're at the... You never know. And my glasses are down here, too, by the way, if you see them.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago now. Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
All right. What is that cable doing there? It's doing like a loop? Yeah. What is that, Mike?
Let Argus spin around there, Kylie, would you?
Yeah, take auto head off.
What is that, Mike?
On?
Bottom.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to...
Is that the piezometer, I think? No. What is that?
How come you don't know what it is?
I don't know.
Zoom in there, please, a little video.
If there's anything in it.
University of Washington. Oh,
What?
what?
Interlopers.
Yeah, what are they doing down here? What is that? Upside down thing on the bottom of the... Is it cut? What's the line coming out of it? It's probably tapping into our system.
Looks like
They're stealing your internet.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
looks like a military
Come out a
device.
little bit. On the Zeus, please.
Is that cable connected to anything or just...
Doesn't,
An
it's
anemone.
connected to an anemone.
And then
Explosive.
They're
Couple of
electrifying
anemones.
an anemone.
University of Washington.
Obvious to see.
Well, we're going to have to ask
This
them what
this
they
is
dropped on the
absurd.
seafloor.
Cut the video stream.
Well, at least they put their name on it before they threw it off the ship.
Well, they put somebody's name on it.
Absolutely
Okay,
sick.
mark that location if you could, please. Kim, and we'll ask UW, our friends at the University of Washington, if they've lost something off their ship and left it on the bottom upside down. Okay, we are outside of our 45-meter range. We're not quite at the ADCP, but you see that cable, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the ADCP cable. It's going in a loop there. All right. Okay, so it's going.
Is that a sea cucumber floating by?
Yeah. Want a quick zoom there, video, while I move around here?
That's a Paleopatidus, yeah.
Wow, good
So
shot.
Flying sea cucumber.
So, Mike, what we're going to do
Full wide.
is unbury the orange cable as much as possible so that when we're approaching from the southeast, we'll be able to see the orange cable.
Mm-hmm.
So basically on this side of the ADCP, we're not going to touch it on the other side. Let's start just trying to pick it up and get it out of the mud. What's that green thing down below us to the left? See that?
Yep.
I wonder what that is. Those Americans just dropping their boxes down here.
It's just some
little strap tape or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Like
so
a tag.
yeah, we're gonna try and
so what we're gonna do is so we want to move the cable to the west is what we want to do. So so basically facing west, if we want to move along the cable at a right angle. So now, yeah, so rotate around.
Yeah.
And then this side of the ADCP. It's amazing how much that sank in last time we were here. That looked like.
The sea cucumber's enjoying being in the spotlight too.
So my rationale here, everybody, is that without having landing lights for the mud mat, if we at least have a reference of easily to see at the distance the oil-filled hose, we know we want to stay to the east of the oil-filled hose for the mud mat landing. And then we're going to have to find another cable, which is the original cable, which is even going to be more difficult to find. But anyway, we'll get this unburied.
So I'm facing west now. So do you want to pick this up and move it over to the other side of the ADCP?
On the, I don't really want to mess too much with it at this end. It'll give us some play.
Yeah.
Because I think if we kick the whole thing over, then it's going to be a loop in it, sort of thing. But just basically to the right of the screen. So starting over here and running that way, we're going to push it. We'll just pick it up and gradually, go that way with it.
I see. So maybe start way over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get that? Did you see his telestration? Let's just get a scoop of it, and we're just going to push it off that way as best we can.
We have lots of, well, not lots, but we do have some cable.
Move it further away from where the mud mat landing zone is going to be.
So the mud mat landing zone is going to be this way. We got to be within 45. So we're actually within 45 now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kim. But we don't want to squish the ADCP.
Actually, I don't. Let me just take this turn out here, Ian.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So for those of you wondering what we're doing, we're going to be with the Cable Innovator, which is a cable ship operated by Global Marine out of Chelmsford, England. The Cable Innovator is the world's largest cable ship. It's based right now in Port Angeles. It used to be based in Victoria, but they had to go to Port Angeles for reasons I won't get into. But they will be out here doing tandem operations with us, laying 2 cables. We'll be doing touchdown monitoring. And we basically have a 50-meter radius in which to get the mud mat close to the platform. And the mud mat has a 50-meter oil-filled hose that kind of looks like the one we're looking at now.
It's so silty here. There's like no current, so I don't want to land if I don't have to. So I'm just going to come down and you scoop it. So Ian, we're good to go, right? We're going to take scoops and just drive ahead. Do due west?
Yes, sir.
So Ian, how often, if something gets lost overboard, do we find it when on these dives?
Creep in there.
Very, very rarely, like ever.
Go now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in almost 3 kilometers of water, just as something falls, it'll sail away, and then the silt, the mud here is so fine that it
sinks into it.
It sinks right in, and you don't see anything. That's why you'll see on the front of the ROV when we drop weights, we put little floating line on it, and the purpose of the floating line. How far are we going to push it there, Kim? I think if we can get like 10 meters would be nice, but I don't know if we'll be able to get it that far.
It's coming on, yeah, I think we should drop it and pick up more.
Drop it. Where are we at? Yeah. So we can go further back in towards the instrument platform and do that again.
Roger.
Yeah. I wonder how far we moved it there. We'll survey back. Oh. We'll stay within our tether for now, so far as no more ship moves, and just see what we can do. And what it is, we don't want to land this mud mat, which weighs 3,800 pounds in air.
Is that all we did?
That's all we did. Yeah. I think if you go in to the right,
yeah,
back towards the instrument platform.
There's the instrument coming into view.
Yeah, that's the ADCP, right? Yeah.
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 What would be nice if we had lights on the ADCP, we could just light it up, make a little runway. There you go.
Giant sea spider.
That's good. That's good.
It's going
Hey, drop it.
Saw that, Sean?
I did.
Oop, not dropping. There we go.
Maybe it was the same.
Okay, let's
It
head
could
in
be,
towards the
yeah.
platform. So north, Mike.
Go north now?
Yeah. We're making a mess. Let's get back our viz.
Ian, are we gonna do more of these more of this pushing and shoving, or
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna do another one right around here somewhere.
Yeah, around here.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll scoop it up here, Trevor.
How far in are we, Kim?
In
Oh, what distance to the instrument platform?
$30 meters.
30 meters? Okay. Okay, Mike.
All right, let her
good.
go.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I'll come out.
All right. Now, while we're at this end, and this is going to be the hard one, the existing connector cable wow, that is going to be hard to see. So, Mike, I want to head in towards the instrument platform, and I want to see if we can find the present active cable.
Sure, for now, yeah.
It's pretty much north.
Roger.
Okay. So hold that. That is the yellow one.